So I just finished eating some lunch at this place called Magio's, up right near the Udom Sok BTS, and great place. And I'm gonna go run. I have to run an errand down by a soak, so thought I'd film the ride down to a soak. This actually might be one of my last. I'm leaving Thailand in a couple days, so I don't have much more riding to do in terms of, like, you know, other than just running around a little bit. So this might be one of the last times I film while I'm here. It's nothing too exciting, just a ride around Sukhumvit, but those are the funnest things to do on a bike in Bangkok, is just kind of cruise around. I'm currently, as you can see, totally stuck in traffic. Let's get around this cement mixer. It's a Sunday, so, you know, a great time to ride. Make a quick illegal U-turn and be on our way. Okay, we're off. Yeah, so just be out cruising around. Before, I don't want to say back in the day, but when I lived in Thailand before, this area like Udom Sok and Punawiti and Bangkok, anything above On Nut was kind of considered like upper Sukhumvit. When I was here, the BTS, I think it ended. We'll just keep going. The BTS actually ended at Bangkok, and that was like the last stop. Now, in the 6 years since I moved, it's expanded considerably. But so I don't know if you can really consider this upper Sukhumvit. I guess you still can, because Sukhumvit ends, but the BTS goes on all these different areas of Bangkok now, which is great. And what it did was the nice thing about the expansion of the BTS was that Bangkok was already growing at an exponential rate. I mean, it was just getting I don't know if growing is the right word. It was more like, well, I guess the growth was like economical. Like it's just becoming more cosmopolitan as a city. Whereas like areas like this were once like 100% Thai. I mean, there was no non-Thai restaurants, no non-Thai bars, nothing like, you know, nothing like it is now. I mean, I'm just up at Udom Sok at a, you know, hipster brunch place / furniture store. I mean, it was like beautiful, and they serve amazing food. Like, there was nothing like that up here before. So that's sort of like an indication of like what it was like in Bangkok before. And so all these areas that are off of Sukhumvit that the BTS is going to all over Bangkok, it just promotes like more growth, more expansion and development and economic growth, which means better restaurants, better bars, better places to hang out, you know. So it's cool that the BTS has expanded so much, and they're still expanding. And I mean, like when I went to Pat Haddacorn Market with Landon, like, you know, we were 25 minutes away from here, and there was, you know, they were constructing BTS rails. So it's good for Bangkok, because it just means it's going to be that much easier to get around, you know. A major problem for Bangkok, and I don't know how easily this is to fix in any city, is like their traffic. They have really bad traffic here. It's not as bad as some places. There are other places I've been to where it's worse, but it's pretty bad here, and mostly it's because of that growth. More people are buying cars, more people can afford them, more people are using cars as opposed to public transportation. But it's nice that Thailand has sort of kept up with their public transportation, because I mean, when you're on a motorcycle, it's no problem, because as you've seen in my time here, you can just zip in and out of traffic. But when you're in a car, man, you are stuck in traffic, sometimes for hours. Another sign of the expansion is like foreigners, people, non-Thai people living in Bangkok, they used to be exclusively on Sukhumvit. I mean, it was, you know, this is where all the foreigners lived, again, because this is where all the sort of more developed areas were that, you know, foreigners, things they would want or need in their life versus a local. And now, like, you can continue to go further and further away from here and see see foreigners, see like white people or people from other countries, and they're living in places that I'd never even like heard of, you know. Back at On Nut. So yeah, man, it's I think that they're, you know, in the post-COVID world, as things start to get back to normal, I think that Thailand's projected to have something like 40 million tourists this year, which would put them in the top 1 or 2, or Thailand's projected to have 40 million tourists, which would put them in the top 1 or 2 tourist destinations in the world, which is just amazing. I remember years ago when I was here, they hit 16 million tourists, and it was like crazy. Like, people were just blown away that 16 million tourists would come here, and now they're at 40. So it's not gonna change. It's just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger, and more people come because it's just such an amazing place. And you know, it's like I said, all that expansion and money being put into like improving transportation and expanding transportation and making it easier to get around, that just makes it more enticing for foreigners to come here to take advantage of not only the amazing culture, which is, you know, for me, like the number one reason to be here is the Thai culture, and the Thai people are just so amazing, but you know, the ease of getting around. Oh, a Repsol. I used to drive a Repsol. Yeah, just being able to get around easy and have new places to visit in the city, and have a mix of like new Bangkok with their developed culture and like sort of the traditional Bangkok or traditional Thailand. You're just not going to beat it. It's just going to keep getting bigger and better. And yeah, I'm just glad that I could say I was here before this explosion of sorts. I was here for like the second wave. First wave was like 97 to like 2010, and then I was here for the second wave, which is like basically 2010 to 2020. A couple people that I know that I'm still close with here in Bangkok ever asked me a really good question, which is, why are you leaving? Why don't you just stay? Why did you only come for, you know, 6 weeks? Why didn't you just come back and stay here? Great question. And the answer, like the answer to 99 out of 100 questions, is money. I've been pretty transitory for the last 2 years with no direction home. I mean, driving around the US for a year plus, going up to Canada, all on my bike. I wasn't really working. I had, you know, finished a big contract with work when I was working abroad and living in Thailand and Japan. And then when COVID hit, I started working remotely, which was great. And I did that for a while, and then started my No Direction Home journey. But my contract finished, and I decided to stick with No Direction Home for, originally it was going to be a year. and now it's pretty much turned into 2 years. And so as responsible and sort of crafty as I've been with my finances, you know, it's not sustainable. I'm not like some others. Craft Cafe, we like that place. Yeah, I just got to see what's next in terms of like professionally. I'm not a professional YouTuber, I'm not a professional influencer or vlogger, but it's just something I enjoy doing. So but you know, there's always going to be opportunities that present themselves, and as far as No Direction Home goes, that'll continue. That won't stop. It just doesn't matter if I have a job or I have to move somewhere. I'm always going to be riding, and I'm always going to be trying to share my experiences with people just because I enjoy it so much. It's like my hobby, my pastime. It helps keep me sane. But I wish I could stay in Thailand. I would just, you know, start No Direction Home and then start traveling around Southeast Asia and doing it all from here. And who knows, an opportunity could present itself where that might happen in the future. And so you just kind of keep yourself open to the possibilities. You see a lot of these Grab drivers and line man drivers, like food delivery, and it's huge in Bangkok, man. Obviously, like with this huge motorcycle population and motorcycle means of getting around. A lot of Grab delivery guys everywhere. I was glad I was able to get out a little bit on the bike and drive around to some different areas, although I didn't leave Bangkok this trip. I didn't go down to any beaches or anything, mostly because I just love being in the city so much that I didn't really feel necessary. I was planning on going to the beach, but you know, I had so many fun things to do here and people to see and just time to spend here that it didn't really feel like if I don't go to the beach I'm missing out. But next time I'd like to make a concerted effort to go down to the beach. And you know, in my time here I went to a bunch of beaches that I love, and it would be nice to share those. Here at Thong Lo. This is Soi 38. This I ate here. Famous food stalls. So we're right underneath Thong Lo BTS. That's Soi Thong Lo's on the other side. That's Soi 38, which is like a famous street food soy. And then this is Soi 36, which is where I used to live. So that's where I used to live, right there, right down that street. So I was a Thong Lo guy. What do we got here? Someone pulling up on the curb? The next, like, I mean, you've got like Thong Lo and Prampong, Asok, Nana, Chitlom, and then you get down to like Siam, which is like a major intersection, and that's where like the malls are and stuff. From like basically Siam to On Nut, so like where I'm staying now all the way down to Siam is like the huge, just the biggest area of Sukhumvit where all this major stuff is. When I went to Erawan, that's kind of like the end of that area. Some guys getting ready for Chinese New Year. Sorry, there's major traffic here. Everybody's fighting the... Traffic is totally backed up. When you know the motorcycle guys are sitting still, that's when you know traffic is bad. Nice. Nice. Jeez, dude. There we go. One of the things, whoa, dude. I don't know what's worth more, the steel in the back or the truck. What I was going to say is that it's Kush House. That's like a new weed shop. There used to be a Carl's Jr. there and maybe a Domino's. Now it's a weed shop. Marijuana has exploded in Bangkok. Legalized the sale and use of marijuana this year, and it just created this huge cottage industry of marijuana dispensaries and people selling weed, and it's there. But in typical like Thailand fashion, there's still like a lot of gray areas, a lot of like unknowns. Like, for example, you're technically not allowed to smoke it in public, so you're also not allowed to be what the Thai government calls any sort of public nuisance. So they're also like very concerned about, as they should be, the exposure of marijuana to children. Like, so you're not, hence not being allowed to smoke it in public, is that they don't want anyone smoking marijuana where any children could be, which sounds great. But obviously, like, the legalization of marijuana has just given that already thriving tourism industry like another boost. Is that like tourists can come here from all over the world where marijuana might not be legal, and they can buy it and smoke it legally here in Thailand. But it's relatively new. It's only like maybe 8 months old since it became legalized, and so they're still kind of working out the kinks. Like, you can't smoke in public, but you're also not allowed to smoke it at a hotel. Can't smoke it at inside your Airbnb. So a lot of people are like, where are we supposed to smoke this marijuana that we're legally allowed to buy and smoke? And no one really has an answer for them, so people are still trying to figure it out. I don't smoke marijuana, so that's not a problem for me, but they'll get it figured out. It's always nice to catch this light at a soak. This is like one of the biggest intersections, and getting stuck here is a pain in the ass. I'm gonna drive down to Nana and make a U-turn. The place I want to stop at's on the other side of the street. So another thing that Bangkok is known for is their sort of like pro level billiard halls. They have like, there's a very thriving billiards and pool scene in Thailand, and especially in Bangkok. And it's not the most popular, but it's definitely one of like probably the top 5 most popular places to play billiards or play pool. And so what they have is, again, like another like kind of like little bubble market of these really nice pool halls with, you know, Brunswick tournament style tables. And I actually have an older brother that used to live in Bangkok as well, and he was a very dedicated pool player, and he had a membership at one of these pool halls called the Sportsman. I believe it's called the Sportsman or Sports Academy, I can't remember which one. Anyway, I need to stop by there and pick up a pool cue that he left behind in his locker. So he knew that I was here. He's not here right now, and he asked me if I'd swing by the billiard hall and pick up a pool cue for him, which I'm happy to do. So that's what I'm doing right now, and it's on the other side of the street. So maybe if I keep my helmet on, maybe I can give you a glimpse of a Bangkok pool hall here at Nana Soi 4. Make another illegal U-turn. Hopefully there's no cops here. Whoopsie-doo. Whoopsie-daisy. Here's another big weed shop called Wonderland. Huge weed store, prime location. This is where you're gonna get like all your tourists. Tons of tuk-tuk drivers waiting to give tourist rides. Overly priced rides. Ooh. Let's take a detour and drive down Soi 7/1. I used to have a friend that owned a bar down here. Actually, just want to see if the bar is still here. The bar was called Sip Song, and it was at the end of this soi. Nope. My friend's bar was right here. This one. Now it's called Meeting Bar, but it used to be called Sip Song. There's a bunch of old expat bars down here and other kinds of bars, as you can see. There are a ton of like pub style bars down here that service all the like the European clientele that want to watch. Here's Soi 11. We went down Soi 11. All these soys are pretty cool. This is a Sukhumvit soy 13. There's a bunch of stuff down here. There's actually one of those billiard halls that I was talking about is down there. It's not the one I'm going to, but we'll go down and check it out. And yeah, there's a lot of like British pub style places down here because, you know, Europeans and fans of European soccer want to watch the games, and so they all broadcast the games, and guys come on the weekend and just hang out at their favorite pub. And Breakers, yeah, that's the billiard hall I was talking about. Breakers. See, there you go, old German beer house, places like that. Oh, here's the place I was talking about, Sportsman. That's all right. So Sportsman is right there. That's not the place we're going to. We're going to Sports Academy, but that's another billiard hall. So we're going to the place I'm talking about is called Sports Academy. Let's figure out exactly where I'm going. Yeah, so the old German beer house, you're going to see tons of places like this on this area, Sukhumvit. The Red Lion. They're all just pubs. Lots of pubs. The Miami Hotel. That's old school. That's old Bangkok. Guys selling lotto tickets. This place right here on the corner is called Margarita Storm. It's pretty good. Some good margaritas there. The place I'm going is right up here. Right here. That's where I'm going. All right. So I'm going to keep my GoPro going to maybe give you a little bit of a view of one of these, yeah, Sports Academy, one of these billiard halls. You can see what they look like. They might bust me with my camera. Sometimes these places don't like you to film, which is totally understandable, but I'm gonna try to film and so you can just get a view real quick. Oh, there's people here already.
Very nice.
So I just stopped at Sports Academy and did my errand. Oh my god, look at these people. Oh my god, look at that guy. Oh, he's at the weed shop, Cloud 9. So anyway, I'm gonna go one more stop. I'm gonna stop at this place called M Cafe, which is underneath the Prakanong BTS, and it's like an otherwise totally unassuming little Thai restaurant, but they have like some of the most delicious and affordable Thai food at like cafe prices. It's the best. And so I want to stop there and just have a snack, and maybe I'm running out of battery, but I'll shoot a little bit of footage so you can see M Cafe. It's just like one of those places you live here, you walk by it 1,000 times, and one time I just went in to check their menu and it's like really affordable, and I ordered something and it was delicious, man. Like, actually they have really good Thai food, but I ordered a club sandwich, and it was actually, believe it or not, the best club sandwich I think I've had in Bangkok was at a little Thai restaurant. And yeah, this is kind of like stuff you figure out when you live here for long enough. So just want to stop at M Cafe. I'll try to save a little bit of battery to show you that place as well. Got mad traffic at Asok. See what I was talking about on the way down here? Like this light is one of the worst. There's Terminal 21. Great food court on the top floor of Terminal 21. All Thai food. Sounds kind of redundant. I keep saying like, oh, they have great Thai food. They have great Thai food. But the fact is there's great Thai food everywhere. And there's a lot of places that you learn about and find when you live here. And so a big part of this trip has just been going to some of my favorite old places. Tuk-tuks. We'll make one more little detour. This is Sukhumvit Soi 23, which is like the back end of Soy Cowboy, but you can drive down here real quick and take a look. This soy's just waking up. They probably went to bed really late. There's another. Whiskars. That's a popular spot, or it used to be. Look at that, hon. We'll just turn around here. I wonder why this is closed off. I used to come to this place. There's Birds, Whiskars, and taco place. I used to come here and eat. Looks like maybe, what are they doing? Waterproofing the driveway / parking lot? Oh, the Craft. It's another place called Craft. It's a beer bar. Yeah, this place is pretty good. Sukhumvit Soi 23. Alright, and we're off. Back on track. Back on track to get distracted again. All right, making our way up Sukhumvit towards Prakanong on Nut area and stop at M Cafe. These guys are crammed in there. Whoa. Nice bike. M Cafe, right there on the left. There's M Cafe. We're gonna go there. Great spot. We're gonna park right up here on the left.